Hello and welcome, and today I want to talk about why I think that this crypto and Bitcoin rally is just about to get started. My name is Sebastian. I have 8 years of experience in the crypto market, learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes, and I want to pass on my knowledge and tell you which mistakes to avoid and how to be successful in the crypto market. So why is this rally just getting started? Bitcoin is breaking above $60,000. This feels quite high, right? Why should it just start? Well, let's take a look at some charts. So we always like to use Fibonacci retracement levels. You can draw them from the top of a move to the bottom of a move. And if I do this here for the last move, we see that we have some nice Fibonacci levels. And the most important ones are the 0.702 and the 0.768. And we can see that we brutally blasted through both of them, you know? If this would have been a retrace, then probably we would have seen a rejection here and then it would have gone much lower. But as it is now, it's just blasting through the 702 and 786 Fibonacci retracement levels as if it was nothing. And this is a super strong sign. Like this is, wow, this is brutally bullish. As for the targets of this rally, we've talked about it quite often in previous videos. So anywhere from 150,000 to 300,000 seems realistic. 150,000 would be indicated by this long-term trend channel that I have drawn very often. So depending on how long we will take to reach that level, say in January, we will be at 150,000. But of course, this is just a model, you know, this regression channel here is just a model. So it could be wrong and it could turn out to be far too conservative. We could go even higher, to maybe 300,000, as would be indicated by the Fibonacci extension levels of the whole move from 20,000 to the low of 3,000. If you make the Fibonacci extensions, you get the possibility that we might go to an incredible 300,000. That would be quite nice, right? We see that the RSI is still quite low, so there's a lot of room to grow because in the peak we had an RSI of 93 and typically the RSI is a bit above 90 when the peak is reached. So we still have a ways to go. The RSI is looking very good. The monthly RSI is looking excellent also. We can see that the monthly RSI also spikes above 90. So here we had 91, 92. In December 2017 we were at 96. In November 2013, we were at 96.7. Before that, we were at 97. So we always spike a bit above the 90 level, 95, 96, 97, okay? So we just have to wait and see how high the monthly candles go and where the monthly RSI will be. And if we are at 96, 97, we are getting into the danger zone and the top is likely reached. Oh, and before I forget it, I would of course be super happy if you would subscribe to this channel here, as it's a new and small channel and this would tremendously help this channel to grow. So thank you very much in advance. So we see that the RSI is still super low and we still have a lot of room to grow. Looking at the monthly stochastic RSI, we can see that we are almost in oversold territory. And normally during bull runs, the stochastic RSI was way above 90, almost at 100 for a longer period of time. And we are nowhere near these levels. So we could rise more and stay there for quite many months. This is also a very good sign. Then in yesterday's video, we talked about the long-term Bitcoin supply on exchanges and that there are only 13% of Bitcoin on the exchanges, which is a super low value. So not many Bitcoins are actually on the exchanges. And what does this cause? Well, it causes a supply shock. There is not enough Bitcoin, and if many people want to start Bitcoin and there aren't enough Bitcoin, that means there is not enough supply and the price will start to rise dramatically. And looking at some on-chain metrics published on Glassnode, we can see that the supply shock ratio is at its highest it's ever been since these recordings here start in July 2015, okay? So this means that there isn't enough liquidity on the exchanges. The exchanges do not have enough Bitcoin. So what does this cause? It causes a supply shortage and the price is probably going to explode. So this rally is only getting started. As crazy as it sounds, saying this at 60,000. So we can see that the supply shock here is the highest it's ever been. And every time it's very high, we can see that a rally normally follows, okay? So every time it's been high, okay, with the exception of the Corona crash, that doesn't count, it's a black swan event. Normally, every time after we have a very high supply shock ratio, meaning we don't have enough liquidity on the exchanges, not enough Bitcoin on the exchanges, this means a supply shock is generated and this leads to dramatic price increases. If we now look at the altcoin market cap, we can see that the altcoins are starting to push higher again. They are completing the cup and handle formation that we were talking about. So they are trying to push through this resistance level. And as soon as they push through this resistance, they will go to much higher prices. And this is called a cup and handle pattern. We can see that the weekly stochastic RSI is still very, very low. And it has a lot of room to grow and stay overbought for a very long period of time, until I suspect there will be an intermittent dump before the final push. Looking at the total crypto market cap, so all coins, including Bitcoin, so Bitcoin and all other altcoins, we can see that the total market cap is actually pushing for new all-time highs. It has already gone through this resistance level here. You know, if you take the candle closes, because normally if we draw lines, we should take the candle closes. So we have brutally broken through and are already going for new all-time highs, which is just amazing. So how high will the altcoins go? Looking at the total market cap of all altcoins again, how high can they go? Well, let's do our full extension and we can see that the market cap can still go a lot higher. We are currently sitting at $1.361 trillion of market cap for all the altcoins, and I would say the ceiling is at 7.56 trillion. So the altcoins still without any problems can from here fivefold on average, okay? And we are talking average. And we have to keep in mind that they don't pump at the same time. So there's always a delay between the different coins. So if we say that the market cap of all altcoins can go to 7.5 trillion, this basically means that we will see many cryptos tenfold, 50-fold, 100-fold, even from these price levels. Okay, because it's a cycling market. Not all cryptos pump at the same time. So friends, we saw that the indicators are looking good. Long-term indicators are looking perfect. RSI, stochastic RSI, supply shock ratio, all point to that this rally is actually just getting started and we are at the beginning of a massive bull run, which will at least take us to 150k. But maybe with luck even to 250 or 300k. Exciting times are waiting for us, so for all those who enter this market now, they are in for a pretty wild ride. And I will try to accompany you for the entirety of this bull market. So then, dear viewers, have a nice day and see you next time.